Good reach at 82. He'll be going up against Lamont Burgin. He does not possess that kind of reach. He'll bring in only a 6-6-0 record at 210 pounds and 5 feet 10. So the advantage size-wise now goes to Josh Dempsey. Pretty good-looking athlete as he steps into the ring here, and right behind him will be Lamont Burgin stepping in. A surprise stoppage in round one. And, John, I thought it was interesting when you stepped upstairs. They, of course, wanted Jeremy Williams, who was originally scheduled to come on this card, but it did not work out that way. And that's one of the names that came to mind. But sounded like the Petronellis were a little upset that nobody wanted to fight their fighter. And maybe after this first round, we've seen why.
Well, certainly you can see the power of Josh Amarty. And certainly Sam Hampton felt that power very early. Not a good defensive fighter, and he certainly was exploited tonight in that area. Jeremy Williams would have his hands full, I think.
Well, you take a good look at Lamont Burgin out of Forest City, North Carolina. He's up in the ring. And we're just about ready for the introduction of the two fighters, Dempsey and Burgin. Let's go back upstairs to Chuck Matheson for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout features 6 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. When the bell rings, referee Daryl Van Noot will be in charge of the action. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the green trim, and weighing in at 250 pounds. His professional record, 14 wins, 2 losses, 13 of those wins by way of knockout. From Torrance, California, please welcome Josh Dempsey! Fighting out of the blue corner and wearing the black trunks, weighing in at 210 pounds. His professional record, 6 wins and 6 losses. One of those wins by way of knockout. From Forest City, North Carolina, Lamont Burgin!
I'm giving your instructions earlier. I expect you to listen to my commands. When I tell you to break, stop punching, take 1 step back, okay? Any questions? Any questions? Questions? Let's do it.
Daryl Van Noort, our third man in the ring, as they get ready for action here as they come to the sideline. Mike Bevan, you saw working in the corner of Lamont Burgin, just trying to get him pumped up and ready to go. On the other side, Josh Dempsey will be worked on by Randy Shields, a well-known name in boxing himself. Will be in the corner, but this is Burgin getting ready to make the answer. Let's go upstairs as we get ready for round number 1. Dempsey coming out. Both fighters, of course, wearing solid black. We'll, of course, allude to the fact that Dempsey is the taller of the two fighters, and you can see him coming out trying to stick that good straight left jab early. Problems with a shorter fighter against a taller fighter, no secret. He's got to get underneath and got caught with the right hand trying to get in there.
Now, Burgin could maybe use that Customato peekaboo style to try to weave and bob his way in, because he's going to have a tough time with that size advantage by Josh Dempsey. In case you're wondering if Dempsey's is related to the old Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey. That's not Josh's real last name. It's Gormley.
Okay. I'm glad you cleared that up for me there. I thought we had a real story in the making here. Dempsey, of course, was born in Inglewood, California, now lives in Redondo Beach in California. Trains out of Torrance, all right there in the LA area, at least before it washes out to sea. And Burgin, as I made mention, from North Carolina. He's been fighting in and around, of course, Bone Crusher Smith, who has been in and out of the ring for these many years, trying to make a little mini comeback again, and does a little training with him along the way. And I would imagine kind of a mirror effect, because Bone Crusher is, what, about 6'3", 4 himself, isn't he?
A big guy. I tell you, Dempsey just got nailed with a right hand.
Burgin trying to slip upstairs with one.
Well, Burgin also leading with his head a little bit there, trying a roughhouse tactic. Uppercut by Burgin. Burgin,
of course, short of the 2. You can see him just trying to duck his shoulder and get underneath that 82-inch reach.
He's just trying to be the bull here.
Yeah. And he's got to be. That's the only way he can fight this guy. Can't stand outside toe-to-toe for him. He'll be punching uphill all night long.
Well, you know what? Josh is headhunting right here. He's not using his jab at all. He's looking for a quick knockout. He should be setting up his punches just a little bit better. And he wouldn't be running into some of that stuff.
Burgin does throw a pretty good right hand, and he caught Dempsey twice with it in this round. First one was the better of the two, but last one sneaking in there. Interesting defensive glove holding there by Burgin. Kind of just cups it under his chin.
Dwight Muhammad Qawi used to do that a little bit.
Sure did. 30 seconds left to go in round one. They're set for 6 rounds on the explosion tonight. Dempsey, the younger of the two, at 23, while Burgin is at 29. Dempsey certainly at that size and the depth of his boxing right now at 14-2 would have to be called a prospect at best right now. But's got some good speed. Hopefully he has some good power, at least he hopes so, against Burgin. Explosion from Idaho. On the left is Josh Dempsey. On the right is Lamont Burgin. Dempsey from California, Burgin from North Carolina. And Dempsey again, a fairly solid first round. How did you score that first round, by the way, John?
I gave it to Dempsey 10-9. I thought it was a fairly clear-cut round. He did get hit a couple of times, but I thought he was basically in control.
Is that going to be Burgin having to counter all night, or can he kind of form any kind of attack here?
Well, he's going to try, but with Dempsey stabbing that jab in his face, you see Josh coming out, doubling and tripling on the jab, then throwing a right hand, and Burgin's down.
Big right hand by Dempsey. Sends him to the canvas. Burgin really trying to find those spaghetti legs right now as he really took a shot right up the middle by Josh Dempsey.
And all set up by the jab, doubling and tripling the jab by Dempsey earlier in the round.
So a knockdown here in the second round. Here's Dempsey trying to put Lamont Burgin away. Burgin just trying to cover. Dempsey trying to put him. Look at the leaping left hand, and it's all over.
Well, we're going to hear a lot of boos there because Burgin was still on his feet, although he was getting pounded from one end of the ring to the other. The referee deciding to err on the side of safety. Burgin was taking quite a pounding, had been down earlier in the round, and Josh Dempsey scores a second round technical knockout with Burgin still on his feet.
What did you see from Dempsey that you kind of like with a young fighter that's only 23 years of age?
You know what? He's got good hand speed. He's got he knows how to put his punches together when he's patient enough to do so. There was a right hand right down the pipe, and that was the first blow that sent Burgin tumbling to the canvas. I'm not sure he ever really fully recovered from that. You see him just covering up. Triple left hook by Dempsey, and the referee says, "You've had enough, son."
And in Idaho, with no standing 8 count, Burgin had nobody to hide behind, and referee again, Mr. Van Note, making the wise decision, but again, not a popular one by the crowd.
You know, if Josh had thrown an uppercut there early in that last sequence, I think he would have knocked him out clean.
So Josh Burgin moves to a 14-2 record. And also, he wins all of his fights, saving for one by a knockout. 14 knockouts out of his 15 wins. So the big guy at 6'5", 250 pounds. And coming out of Torrance, California, gets another notch on his belt tonight with a knockout here in the early part of the second round. Let's get the official time. Here's Chuck Matheson.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the official results. At 1 minute, 6 seconds of the second round, the referee stops the fight. The winner by technical knockout, Josh Dempsey.
Mesa, Arizona, and Renard Jones out of Las Vegas get ready to rumble.